Hey guys, welcome back. This is Dominic with Silver Spoon Reviews, and this is Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc. We're about to kick off yet another class trial. This one, of course, is for Hifumi and for Taka, who are both fucking dead. And, like I said earlier, I'm pretty sure Hifumi had something to do with it. I don't know who else helped, but I wouldn't necessarily disagree with somebody if they said Celeste had something to do with it. I was sitting here as that my last video process out, and she's been acting weird, and she's kind of been in the perfect spot every time something went down this chapter. Like, every time something happened, Celeste was there, giving kind of like the perfect alibi, which may be counterintuitive, but she acted out in ways that was abnormal, at least for the person we know. That's not to say she hasn't been put on a charade, or that maybe she's more frightenable than we realize, and I could totally be fucking wrong. Maybe the game is just positioning her to make her look like she's involved somehow. But, I do know Hifumi was involved, and I'm sure we'll figure out how and why here soon enough. Everyone had heard Monokuma's proclamation, and they were gathered by the red door, and as soon as we were all there... Oh god!
Monokuma appears!
Fuck that. He's multiplied.
Wrong!
Not multiplication, just looks that way because of the illusion. I'm moving so fast, it only looks like I've multiplied. I hate you. You could just go.
Boy, tough crowd.
No, fuck you, Monokuma. We're not here to play with you.
Okay. Hey!
And if everyone's here and ready to go, please board the pain train, or elevator. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
Let's fucking, yeah.
Please!
Fuck off, hero.
What the heck?
And Asahina,
What the heck?
she is so quick to damnation. Like, to just say, like, oh, you're guilty, you're guilty, you're guilty. That reminds me, did you ever find the other costume? Or the note? Well, no, but how unfortunate. Then it would seem we have our culprit.
Hey.
This isn't the place to talk about it. Save your accusations for when we get to the courtroom.
That's right.
Let's sit down there first. Then the story can really begin. That's right. I have to... Oh my god. I can't let whoever killed Hifumi and Taka get away with it. For everyone who's still alive, and for the two that lost their lives. The one who killed Hifumi and Taka. The one who killed two of our friends. The killer is... one of us? Yeah, of course. Here we fucking go. Took one last deep breath, then exhaled slowly. I began to walk toward the elevator. Once everyone was aboard... The doors closed on their own, and the steel box began to move. It's so empty! The clunking of the elevator kept us company as we fell further and further down. There was no going back. Until we settled all this, we couldn't go anywhere. I'm not sure how long it was before the elevator finally came to a stop. The elevator door slid open, opening up into a cruel fade. When I see all of you gathered together like this, I realize just how few of you there are left. Your school life is slowly reaching its climax.
Just the worst.
Are you making us do such cruel things to each other?
What?
Do you really hate me so much? But I'm so cute.
Come on.
Yeah, fuck off, all of you. Okay, we're moving on. Hurry up. And so the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial. Yeah, might as well. Okay, so I can finally put some of these, I think. Yeah. Ooh, that's 5. So I definitely want some more SP, but the only thing I don't have, I don't know Melodious Voice. Is that it? It's so hard. Look how many there are! Look how few I have! Did that set correctly? Yeah, it did. Oh shit, I forgot to pour myself a drink. Well, here we fucking go.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. Then I'll punish everyone.
Oh, oops, I went too far. Shut your murdering mouth,
Who
murderer.
are you calling a murderer?
I am sorry to say, Hero, but we do have evidence. Blueprints for the suit. Parts we assume were used to build it. And all of it was found in your room. You have to admit, the evidence is quite compelling. It points to you as having created the suit and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know.
Is Hero really the killer, or before anything else, we have to make that clear. And 3, 2, 1, cheers!
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
I don't know anything about that stuff. It's not true. It's a conspiracy.
Hero, why? Why did you kill them?
No, just hold on a second.
What?
Everything we found in your room.
Oh, it had to be the blueprints. Okay.
The blueprints, the suit parts,
Shit.
they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
I forgot how to fucking fire. Okay.
I don't know anything about that stuff.
Now, how do we go forward?
It's not true. It's a conspiracy.
Hero, why?
No, just hold
It's been a
on
little bit
second.
since I've...
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts.
Oh my god, I did it fucking again! Oh my
that
god.
you are.
Okay.
I don't know anything about that stuff. It's not
why.
true. It's a conspiracy.
Why? Okay.
Hero, why?
Jesus Christ.
No,
That's the thing,
just
I'm just
hold
forgetting
on
how
a
to fucking
second.
shoot it.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts.
Why?
They are all proof that you are
The culprit.
It's not true. It's
Hero, why?
no. Just hold on a second.
everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts.
I hate
it's wrong.
this controller and the fact that I've never really learned how to play with the controller because it keeps giving me the fucking controls and
Are we
on the
sure
keyboard.
Hero really made those blueprints?
What do you mean?
Well, take a look at this. It's the note that Hero wrote, asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared. The handwriting's obviously different, wouldn't you say? When you compare it to the blueprints.
There's no way you could think the same person made both of them.
Unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
Why would they?
No, the differences are bigger than that, I think.
Come on. I'm not smart enough to think of trying to change my handwriting anyway.
God, ain't that the truth.
So, Makoto, are you saying you don't think Hiro's the culprit?
And he's not the only one. I think Hiro's innocent as well.
Perfect.
What?
We're all agreed.
Then who was in that Robo-Justice suit?
That was Hero.
Is it like Hiro said? Was there really someone running around in a second suit?
No, that suit
The
was the frame.
suspicious individual hidden within the suit. Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was.
It was Hero.
So? Who was in the Robo-Justice suit?
Please let me be the Illuminati.
I got it!
It has to be Hero. Nobody else can
Other
fit
than
into suit.
Hero, I can't think of anyone else it could have been. Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit, and we never found any kind of second suit.
Then there can be no doubt. Hiro is the prime suspect.
That doesn't make any sense. You just said Hiro didn't do it.
But he could
It
still be the
makes
suspect.
perfect sense. Hiro was the suspicious individual in the
Exactly.
suit, but he's not the culprit.
So what you're saying is...
That's right. The culprit in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo-Justice suit.
It has to do everything with the person who put Hero into the
What?
suit.
Now that's a bold assumption.
And what reason do you have to make such a statement? You do have a reason, yes?
Of course. But before we get to that, there's something else we need to clarify first. So let's get that out of the way.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around.
All things have a proper order.
So what is it? What needs to be clarified?
We must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body.
Okay, that was the
It would seem
dolly.
that his corpse was moved using certain particular items. Makoto, can you tell?
Yes, we can. It was... So it was this, I guess, because we don't have the... Well, it was the dolly too, right? Well, I'm gonna say the... Oh, where'd it go?
I got it!
Okay, say that first. There's still one more thing. Yeah, and this would be... Oh, did I pass it? Here it is.
I got it! They were a dolly and a tarp, right?
Correct, Munda.
So, let's see if I can explain. Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room, and then we rediscovered it in the repository. And when we found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right? It was the same tarp that, up until then, was stored in the equipment room. So the killer must have seen it there and decided to use it when they moved Taka's body. That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
Okay, that explains the tarp. And the dolly?
Same thing. I'm sure the dolly was in the equipment room when we first found Taka's body there. But when the body disappeared, so did the dolly. Later, when Taka's body reappeared in the repository, so did the dolly.
In other words, you think they used the dolly to move the body. Am I right? But are you sure you are not mistaken?
No, I'm sure that's absolutely right.
Are you absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room?
This is
when
why
you
I doubt
found Taka's
Celeste.
body?
She's definitely
That
trying to
dolly
engineer
was
this in
made
another
specifically
direction.
for moving large objects between the repository and the art room. It would be very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room.
Did you not
Is
see
it
it in
not
there?
possible that it was in the repository all along, and you simply didn't realize it?
She's raised an objection. How do you respond?
There is no shame in being wrong. Nobody expects much from you anyway.
Oh.
We have all accepted the fact that you rarely understand what is going on around you.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch you fucking... We'll see. Oh my god, another one? I can barely remember the buttons as it is. Reloading. Starting with the next, I'm gonna add one more ingredient to the rest. On the bottom of the screen, I'm gonna use the tempo marker. So your ammo count up until now. Oh god damn it. One bullet. Shit. Just like walking on, you'll have to press the tab key and times the tempo. Ugh, sometimes I wish I'd sent this to Gentle. Shit, I figured out how to do this.
You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere.
Do I have it set to Gentle?
Do your worst.
I just don't realize that I do.
You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool.
So I missed that one.
So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You
I
miserable
can't
wretch.
see it.
I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst, you miserable wretch.
I don't have any bullets,
You
shit.
miserable wretch. You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree.
Holy hell! I had half a heart because I didn't realize I was out of fucking bullets. Holy shit! Woo!
If you're asking for proof that the dolly moved, I have it right here.
The fucking bloodstain.
When I found the dolly in the repository, one of the wheels had a blood stain on it. There was a pool of blood in the equipment room with a tire mark in it that matched the dolly wheel's tread. The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room. And as the blood dried on the tire, they moved the body into the repository. So there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body.
Well,
Yeah, what
anyway,
the fuck's your problem,
that was
Celeste?
just something we had to get out of the way. Let's get back to the main subject.
Yeah, the subject of how Robo Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then
Dumbass. There's no.
what kind of robot is it?
Oh my god.
I'm not sure that really matters.
It's not a robot. It's a fucking
I'd
costume.
be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer. If you look back on how the body was transported, it will become immediately obvious.
Okay.
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room. And from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
Which
Well,
means.
yeah, but even without a handle, all you'd have to do
Oh!
is bend over.
You can't. You can't in the suit.
No, that's wrong.
You dumbass. You're the one who told us that you can't bend in the suit, Asahina. God, you're just as dumb as fucking hero.
You're absolutely right that you could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low. But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
What do you mean?
Hina,
Think
you
back to what
fucking
you
idiot.
said when we were all checking out the suit together. Remember?
You can't bend at the waist.
When you're in that suit, not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist. Am I right about that?
Now that you mention
Oh,
it, yeah.
idiot.
It seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
Well, what's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
One, the fact that we can't see our feet, but two,
When
that's
you can't
stupid.
even see your feet? You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
Yeah, it'd be totally impossible. Not that I can say for sure myself.
I have to agree with Genocide
On
Challenge.
top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body.
That's
in
also
parts.
true.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
You can't take off the suit.
I got it! I don't think taking off the suit was an option. If you remember,
Fucking hero was trapped in it. That goddamn clasp.
That's true. It seems impossible to put the suit on or take it off without help.
Then, you really can't take it off by yourself? Hero wasn't just making it up?
You idiot! You tried to do it
Of course I
yourself!
wasn't making it up.
Ugh, God, I hate
if he
people.
could have gotten it off by himself, I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it. Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
That's why he was.
Yeah, that's right.
God, these people are
So-
idiots.
It's really, really true that Robo
Really,
Justice
really
couldn't have
super
moved the
duper
dolly?
true, Asahina.
To be clear,
The asshole.
whoever did move the body, it couldn't have been Hero in the robot suit, correct?
Correct.
No, wait. Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture that I took?
No, Celeste, I haven't, but I also really think you're the mastermind now. See, you're trying to counter everything.
You all
Like,
got
I
a
have
good
more
look
proof.
at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo Justice? If whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that?
It was framed. You and fucking Hifumi were working together to frame Yasuhiro.
Besides, do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said?
That guy hit me. What guy? Robo Justice. That's what I decided to call him just now.
So long as those facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question. The individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hiro, without a doubt.
No, with plenty of
Yeah.
doubt. Hina,
Yeah,
you're
that's gotta
forbidden
be
from
right.
speaking ever
Hold on
again.
a second.
It's still far too early to reach that conclusion.
Thank you, Kyoko.
Besides, there's no hurry to decide who did it. Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility? Instead of seizing on one viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning. Maybe we'll uncover something new.
Like how the fuck Fumi's body moved.
What a pain in the ass!
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes, We have to do it.
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went down.
Ooh, call out.
All right then, let's take another look back at what happened. I suppose we could start with this morning. 4 of us gathered together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself. We waited there for quite a while, but nobody else showed up, so we went to look for everyone. That was around 8 a.m.
And as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant. I know it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume. As it turns out, it was Robo-Justice. It also soon became clear that this same Robo-Justice had abducted Hifumi. We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library. He was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect. But not long after leaving the nurse's office...
When Celeste told us that, we decided to split up and search the second floor.
That's, again, Celeste's way of separating us
soon
so
after
people
that,
can move.
I saw someone moving around on the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
And then,
That was Hifumi, wasn't it? Yeah.
at that point, we decided to divide up into 2 groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office, while Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko chased after the suspect. When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi, dead.
Wait, did we get a body discovery announcement here?
And that's when we heard the
Oh,
body
shit.
discovery announcement.
But it didn't have to be Hifumi. It could have been Taka. It could have been when Sakura and Byakuya and Toko found him.
I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the 3rd floor to let the others know what had happened.
Meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body in the equipment room.
So that was the
We
discovery
must have
announcement.
found both bodies at almost exactly the same time.
That's wrong.
Because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
But you would have heard 2.
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi. Then the 3 of us headed for the nurse's office. But right after we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us. And she told us something very surprising. We rushed back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
Then we remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back again. But when we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also gone missing. Next thing we knew, we were searching the school for 2 missing dead bodies. And after some time...
Celeste informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository, which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
I think that about covers it.
I see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated. It certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
No shit.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation. And from there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them. Now then, let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
Okay. Here's my thinking. Hifumi killed Taka. Oh shit, I don't even know what Monokuma File 3 is. Stop it.
So,
I don't even know what that is. Okay. I don't know how that's gonna help, but...
I wonder if he died before Hifumi. Or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
We don't know that, actually.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
No, they weren't used in that order.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi. Or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in.
I don't know
Taka
if it's
came
this
last.
one. I know.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true
The thing
that
is, if I
Hifumi
get this
was
wrong, I
killed
think
with
I'm
Justice
dead.
Hammer 3,
So.
while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So
Okay.
it's obvious Taka came after.
This doesn't tell me anything more than I need to know. Like. Well, here goes
So,
nothing.
Regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in.
Nope. Perfect. Am I gonna lose a whole heart?
Shoot!
Yep. I'm dead. Yeah, failed. Perfect. Moving on. God damn it. Can we hurry the fuck up?
Is this
Oh my
real?
god. Yes, I want to give it another fucking
I
shot.
refuse to give up yet.
Thank you. That goddamn bullet time battle or whatever the hell it was earlier. I don't know how that file tells me anything for either of those. I don't think it does, to be perfectly honest.
So, I wonder if, or perhaps it was. We already know Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed while Taka's death came from a...
See? So it's obvious Taka came
Hurry the fuck up.
So, I wonder if, or perhaps it was. We already know Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Wait, what? I have to pick one of these, god damn it.
Shoot!
Fucking
So,
contradictions.
Regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi. Or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that while Taka's death,
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died, or perhaps it was after.
We already know what order they were killed in.
Fucking finally.
No, that's wrong.
I forgot that was a thing, so I'm sitting here like an asshole, like, this Monokuma file doesn't tell me
Hold
shit
on.
about either of these responses.
There's no reason to assume that the hammers were used in the same order as their numbers.
We make that assumption because
If
we like
anything,
numbers.
that's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
Yatta!
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in order, but in reality, Taka was killed before Hifumi?
Yes.
Okay then, let's see the proof.
His watch. Oh, I haven't done a hang pin in a while. Okay. Wristwatch. Okay. So I need I. So that's it. Give it. Give me. S T W A T C C H.
Now
Yeah.
I understand.
Fuck you.